OBS sim sound. Check. Mod mic in position. Check. OBS mod mic sound.
From here. Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I have it checked because I had it muted.
Check.
Cool.
OBS streaming.
Streaming. It says live down here, so that says good.
Check. Over toolkit windows.
OPR toolkit window. So that's that guy over there, that guy, the desktop, and my chatty. So yes, that is working.
Check. Fly with Lewis sound script.
So play with Lewis sound script. That's right here, and that is working.
Check. ABI-Tab plugin.
That would be Abitab, and it is up, and it is certainly working.
Check. 2 brakes. Test and set.
Alrighty.
3 fuel selector. Both. 4 fuel shut-off valve. On. In. 6 beacon. On. 7 avionics switch. Off. 8 master switch. On. 9 throttle. Open 1/4 inch. 10 mixture. Idle cut off. A auxiliary pump. On. B mixture. Rich until 3 to 5 GPH then cut off. C auxiliary pump. Off. 12 starter. Engage. 1 ignition switch. Start. 2 mixture, at engine start. Rich. 3 engine. RPM 1000 RPM. 4 oil pressure. Check. 5 mixture. Lean max. 6 flaps. Retract. 7 avionics. On. 8 instruments.
So looking like we're kind of close to 33. I need to rotate it just a little bit. Yep, that's good. And we want to be at 355. 355, we're good.
Set. 1 brakes.
Alrighty, so checklist is complete. We need to wait just a little bit here to get the oil temperature up a little bit. If you try to give it too much power or anything like that when the plane isn't warm, it won't be happy. I have in the past I'm using the default Cessna 172 with the Reality expansion pack. When I first got VR, I was using the same Reality expansion pack a lot of versions ago, 3.5 years ago now. But I decided I wasn't going to wait for, I didn't realize the importance of letting the engine warm up. So I went ahead, I was flying out of KERI and come off the ground, and the engine was kind of acting a little weird, but I just shoved it to the floor and to the firewall and went ahead and took off. And I got to about 1,000 feet AGL, 1,000 feet above the ground. And I'm listening to the engine, and it's kind of like it is not happy. And so all of a sudden I look out in front of me and I see a prop that stopped. I went, oh, well, real life training tells me that I should fly straight ahead and land this thing, but I'm in a simulator. We'll see if we can land it. So did a real gradual turn, just real gradual. I mean, I was, like I said, I was 1,000 feet AGL, and the runway wasn't too far behind me. So I just did a gradual turn back until I could get the runway underneath me. Once it had underneath me, it was like, okay, get it on the runway. So I went ahead and landed, and it was actually a pretty good landing. I was pretty surprised. But that was would have been a week into me having VR. That was my first, certainly my first engine out experience in VR, and from that point forward, I never flew in a flight simulator. At least in X-Plane, I never flew in X-Plane again on a 2D screen. I just never. I was in VR the whole time, so it was that realistic. So I see we got. Looks like the temperature, the oil temp there is up in the green now, so we're kind of good to go. So let's check a couple of things here. Let's trying to figure out why my push to talk ain't working. Oh, it's always something. So let me unconnect. Connect. Say weather.
Weather at Echo Golf Tango Charlie is scattered. Visibility is unrestricted. Winds are 302 at 12 knots. Cloud coverage is 3,200 scattered.
Okay.
Current altimeter is 3000.
So I gotta try to see if I can fix this.
192.12.
There we go. I don't know why. I had to disconnect and connect, so looks like we're good to go. Weather looks like it's better than I thought it was going to be, so that's cool. And we'll go ahead and say active runway.
Arriving and departing runway 21.
Cool. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready to taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 21 via taxiways Alpha. Hold short runway 21.
Okay. So if I push my my toe brakes in, it releases a parking brake. So we'll give it a little bit of power here. I got the rudder pedals like all the way to the right, trying to get this plane to turn. Cessna's when they're then I'm slowly putting the right brake on, trying to hold that wheel so I can get this thing to turn. They don't turn too sharp right off the bat, especially when they're not moving too fast. When they're moving kind of slow, they turn pretty poorly. So I'm a retired plant electrician, and we used to run scissor lifts a lot. And when I first, and I had been an electrician for quite a while, and so when I was training to fly an airplane in Erie, Pennsylvania, I just had a heck of a time taxiing an airplane, and I realized that it was kind of similar to driving scissor lift. Scissor lifts are kind of they're electric powered. They're like hydraulic motors that make things happen. So basically, you give it a steering input, you know, whether left or right, and then you have to wait. You have to wait to see was the input correct, or did you give it too much? Did you give it not enough? I find taxiing an airplane similar, where it actually, as I've learned, it actually is quite a bit easier with a set of rudder pedals because they're more, they're not really on and off. You know, where on a scissor lift, it's just on and off. It's just give power to a motor, then not. And but in a plane, it's a little more analog, not digital. So it actually is a bit easier. So, but when I was learning, I mean, I swear to God, I told my instructor, I says, we got to spend a day taxiing an airplane. He says, no, we don't. I says, why not? He says, you'll taxi an airplane enough that you'll learn it. It won't be a problem. I went, okay, take your word for it. He was right. He was right. Because you figure every time even if you're just doing pattern work, I mean, you're going to taxi from the hangar out to the runway, out to the run-up area, do your run-up, taxi over to the runway, take off, land, take off, land, take off, land, and then a minute. And then when you land, then you have to taxi back to the hangar, the tie-down space. So you do a lot of taxiing, learning how to fly an airplane. So you don't need to spend an hour taxiing. You'll learn it quick enough. It wasn't that hard. So it seemed that way at the beginning. I was having a heck of a time.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf advise when ready for departure.
Okay, which way are we departing here? So it looks like I would say we're departing to the north. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf ready for depart to the north.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 301 at 12 knots, altimeter 3000, cleared for takeoff. Runway 21 squawk 1200.
Okay, she told me to squawk 1200, so I that was already dialed in. So I clicked on the altimeter so that and we need to get strobe lights, nav lights, landing light. Okay, so let's get moving down here. We'll power back a little bit. So before I get spun around here, I need to get the mixture full rich because I had it lean back when I was taxiing. So, okay. So we've been cleared to take off. So away we go. So using the rudder pedals to keep me on the center line here. We're looking for about 55 knots. That's 55 knots. There we go. So just pull back on the yoke just a little bit, give it a little bit of trim, and just to make sure that you're looking good. Yep. Okay. So the directional gyro and the compass line up. So just a quick check you need to make when you're taking off here. And so what is supposed to be our track? So it looks like 331 is our track. So I think I'm going to do, I'm 500 feet, so I'm just going to do a left turn here and just go on the outside of the airport and until I can get myself lined up on course. So coming up on 1,000 feet above the runway here. I'll just kind of like do a pattern, kind of like. And I can pull the power back. Probably 2200 should be good. So straighten up a little bit here. Don't want to go over the runway. So I'm just, I'm at 2200. I don't want to climb too high. I don't want to get up in these clouds, you know, but we'll just have to see. If it gets too lousy, then I'll have to change the weather, but I'm kind of hoping I don't have to, so we got to be at 331. So once I get past the airport, then I'll turn to a course of to a heading of 331. But I want to be out of the airport area when I do that. So. Okey-dokey. What's everything look like? Looks like I got good oil pressure. Engine temperature looks good. Fuel flow, I'm burning a lot of fuel. 22, that's probably okay. So, I certainly don't think I'm, I ain't high enough to do a mixture to clean it back.
Enjoy your afternoon. Frequency change approved.
Okay. I ain't gonna have flight following. I'm just not going to. If I did, I could have asked for it when I was on the ground at the airport, but I'm not that worried about it. So, alrighty. So I'm far enough away from the airport, and I'm high enough. I'm above pattern altitude by 500 feet. So I'm trying to get on a heading of 331, and actually I turned a little too far, so we'll try to get back on course. Okay, I'm gonna try to level off right about here. So I'm shoving down on the yoke a little bit, trying to get it level, and then trimming. I was just getting pilot EGTC. I was looking at it, and it wasn't updating. I was trying to figure out what was wrong. Oh, pull the power back a little bit here. I think I got more power than what I need. So it looks like we got about 50 miles to go, and estimated time of arrival is 29 minutes. So there's some windmills down there. Looking pretty well rendered. I don't see a whole bunch of artifacts going on. They actually look pretty nice, so. So the engine sound was sounding a little too loud to me, so I have this this Fly with Lewis script in the cockpit here that allows me to play with basically the same sound sliders that you have inside X-Plane. Basically, I can in the VR cockpit here, I can adjust them. And so what I did is the exterior volume, I knocked that down, and I had turned down the Enviro volume, but I kind of thought the Enviro, I think, is like the switches and the flap lever and that kind of stuff. I think that's what that is. And I had slid that down, and I think I just misheard what was going on. So so I just readjusted that. So because what I find in VR is, because you're kind of trapped in the environment, is if I just trying to get this plane trimmed up here. Something just doesn't quite seem right. Don't know what it is yet, but just something just doesn't quite seem right. Plane just seems to want to nose down, so I'm trying to trim it so that it'll be nose up. And whenever you make an adjustment, then yeah, you kind of have to give it some time, you know. So, and when I made that adjustment, then my RPMs went down by about 100. So you have to do it again. So in all reality, when I get this thing working the way it's supposed to work, I probably should be able to, with 2200 RPMs, I really should be up around 100 knots, or 95 to 100 knots. But it depends. If I'm kind of bucking a headwind here, that may not be possible. But you should be able to, like, get level at kind of something like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of typical early in a flight, trying to figure out where the weather conditions are. They're all kind of controlling kind of what's going on. So, and you can easily just kind of just chase and you really shouldn't be doing that. You should make an adjustment on your yoke wherever, and then trim so that the yoke doesn't have any pressure on it. So I have my hands on the yoke, but the only movements I'm doing is left and right, just trying to keep myself on course, not pulling back or pushing in. The plane's in trim. It's in trim. So it's in reasonably level flight. Yeah, the vertical speed indicator is saying maybe 100 feet per minute climb, something like that. And looking like about 90 knots. So we'll just have to play it out, see if that's how it is. So what kind of ground speed do I have? Where are you? I don't see my ground speed. I don't know why I don't. I thought it was here. No. I don't know. So the scenery that I'm using is Orbix True Earth for Great Britain, and so I have that for all of Great Britain. So I think it's 3 packages, like the North, Central, and South. So and it is. I think it's pretty nice. You know, I mean. So you can look down, you can see that's a four-lane highway down there. You can see the traffic on it. So it's all fairly realistic, so just kind of so I stream both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I find streaming X-Plane is a lot easier, I guess is the right term. All my tools seem to I seem to be able to have more tools in Microsoft in X-Plane than I do in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And also the performance is better. The performance in X-Plane is, what are we getting? Yeah. So let me go. So right now, flying a plane, it's at about 45 frames per second. My milliseconds are probably anywhere from 18 to maybe 22 or 3. And if in Microsoft Flight Simulator with their default scenery for here from this airport, I'd be getting about 30 frames per second. Basically, with, as far as I was concerned, the same graphics load on my computer system. So so that's kind of what I've been trying to test, and so I think, pretty sure, that I don't think I'll be streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator again until after their what do they have? A World Update 6, I think it is, coming out on the 24th. So, so I think I'm going to just stay in X-Plane for a little bit here, and when that, because quite frankly, there's software update 5 and VR. They broke quite a few, at least on my system. I'll just preface it that way. On my system, they broke a lot of things. They just did. So there's a whole bunch of things. In other words, right now, if I look out to the horizon, I will not see any scenery changes. I just won't. In with the latest with software update 5, if I was looking the same way, I would see far out in the distance tree lines coming. You know, that they would be popping in. I don't see that in X-Plane. So, and actually before Sim Update 5 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, that wasn't true either. So it's something they did. My fear is that they did that to increase the frames. So if they actually fix it, will the frames that we gained go away? I don't know. Possible, but so that's kind of my fear. They may fix it, but it may be, you know, the frames may go away. The increased frames may go away. So it's like, okay, well, we'll find out. Oh, still got 34 miles to go. It's flying over the UK countryside. So the Vive Pro 2 is a pretty high-res headset. So the resolution in this headset is 2448 by 2448 on each eye. So what that means is that it, the way they designed it, because they used basically the same shell as the original Vive Pro. And so what that means to a user is that it runs pretty warm. So when I first got this thing, I think I had it on about half an hour. And I was ready to take it off because it was too warm. Just on your face, you could just feel the heat. So I started investigating what would I need to do to make it better. And on the Vive Reddit, there was a couple of users that showed adding a fan. So I went, well, that's kind of a cool idea. So it's like, okay, so what do you run the fan with, you know? and I found out that you can buy fans that run on USB. So I bought one, not paying a real close attention to the picture. And the one I bought was a 40 millimeter square, which was what they were using. But the one I bought was 10 millimeters thick. So it didn't have as much airflow as one that was 20 millimeters thick. So I went ahead and I ordered the 20 millimeter one. Then I ordered a 5 volt. So basically when you plug it into the USB, it is it's running at 5,000 RPM. So most of them, the pictures I saw, were blowing air into the headset. And after building a new computer, ooh, that was cool. A little scenery or a weather reload. So on my new computer I built, I have every fan blowing out. I exhaust everything. So I went, well, let me try that in the headset. So that's how I have it. So basically, I have it exhausting the heat out of the headset, and it's working quite well. I'm pretty happy with it. So the headset, the face of it, the top of it, none of it is. I don't know if I'd even call it warm. You know, it is a remarkable difference. So that's kind of what I did to alleviate that problem. So, and I did a group flight on Microsoft Flight Simulator maybe 2 days ago now. And we were the group flight was like 3 hours long. So that's a long time in a VR headset. And then my HP Reverb G2 that I also have, I could easily do 3 hours. That would have been no problem at all. And I'm happy to say that the 3 hours in this headset was as comfortable as it was in the as it would have been in the HP Reverb G2. So I think I kind of got all that figured out. The other thing is the microphone on the Vive Pro 2 is bad. It's garbage. Not bad, it's garbage. Every microphone that they've come out with, that Vive has come out with, it's been garbage. I don't know why it's so hard to put a good microphone on, but they didn't. So what I ended up doing is I added a Mod Mic wireless, and that has worked out quite well. So the only thing I have to remember is to rotate the microphone down, so it's pointing down kind of below my face, below my mouth a little bit. And once I do that, then it's kind of a uniform. If I don't, and I tested that on the group flight, is I had it rotated up, and everybody said that my mic was a little soft, and so I rotated it down and said mic check, and they says, oh, you're good. So it does make a difference. So it's not that you can't hear, it just you're a little bit lower. So. Alrighty. It's kind of cool staying under the clouds here. So in X-Plane, we've had VR and X-Plane for about 3.5 years now. So my VR experience comes from that, and the way I use VR is I have a physical yoke, and I have a physical set of rudder pedals. But everything else is done with VR controllers. So I don't control. So any control that I do, in other words, pitch and yaw and roll, that's done with my yoke, and then yaw is done with my rudder pedals. Everything else, switches, trim wheel, flaps, mixture, whoops, throttle, tank selector, panel brightness, radio knobs, autopilot, all that's done with a VR controller. So when I'm trimming the airplane, I'm reaching down here, and when I get close to that trim wheel, I can see it and I can feel it. So the haptic in the controller, I can feel it. It's when that lights up, the haptic in the controller kind of just rattles a little bit. So you can tell when I'm close. So even if I'm not looking at it, I can tell when I come down and I am close enough to it that I could actually make it move. So to make it move, you grab, you pull the trigger in, and then if you want the trim wheel to go down, you pull the trigger in, you move the trim wheel down. If you want the trim wheel to go up, you pull the trigger in, move the trim wheel, move the VR controller up. So the same way as the throttle, same thing. When I highlight it, I can feel it, and so when I can feel it, it's lit up. I pull the trigger, and then pull back. That'll adjust the throttle. Mixture, same way. So a switch, you highlight the switch and just rotate it down. So if I pull the trigger and rotate it down, I turn the one avionics off. So same way as other switches, you highlight them, pull the trigger, just rotate it down. The way I look at it, I guess, is it's kind of no different than you would use your hand. You don't have a hand, you have a VR controller, but it acts like a hand. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but I may have to get lower. We'll have to see how this goes. This is, whoops, I'm a little off course too. So I'm like just under this cloud layer. If I get too much in it, I'm gonna have to descend here. But if I can kind of just run it like this, I'll be okay. I can clearly see the ground, so. So when I got the weather report, I kind of thought that it would, I'd be okay, but you never know what Mother Nature may bring to you. And there is no weather add-on. This is just default X-Plane weather. So what's the temperature? So it's 55 Fahrenheit, so I don't need to worry too much. I just don't want to be in the clouds. Okay, our next airport is EGNX, and that is 306 feet. So pattern altitude will be 1,300 feet. And it looks like it's 10 minutes away. Maybe a little fun finding. It's right now I'm about 1,900 feet. But I'm okay. I probably wouldn't be legal as a student pilot flying in this, but you're supposed to be 500 feet under the clouds, so I think 500 or 1,000. I'm not sure. Should have changed the range on the GPS, so it'll give me a little bit better track on the getting to the airport. So it's kind of why I was a bit disappointed when, well, certainly when Microsoft Flight Simulator released without VR support. I was kind of like, really? how is that possible? And then they added VR support, and but they didn't have VR controller support. So I'm like, really? Why? And so they say they're going to do it this year. So we'll just it's just a waiting game to see when they do it, and I'm probably more curious as to how they do it. So the airport's 12 miles away. So it's 7 minutes out. So we'll say its elevation is 306, so I probably ought to get down in elevation a little bit here. I'll pull back on the power. I'm certainly kind of on track, so we'll so let's see what frequency we got here. EGNX, EGNX, ground ADIS. Come on, EGNX. Trying to find a tower. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good afternoon. Squawk 1200, expect runway 20.
Okay. So I need to get level here. Trying to find this airport. It's always fun when it's hazy like this. So that was clearance, so evidently I got the right frequency. So I'm going to pitch up a little bit here and keep the, yeah, probably I can go back to 2200 until I can actually see this airport, so. Once I see it, then I'll be okay. But so far I haven't seen it. Supposed to be right off my nose, but so it's 8 miles away, and when you have haze, it kind of makes it a little more difficult. So the runway is 20, quite sure. So it says it should be to my left. You would think you should be able to see it. So it might be over there. Wow. That's crazy. According to my map, it's got to be on my left, but so far I haven't seen it. Everybody thinks airports are so easy to find, but they're not necessarily. There it is. So, pretty sure. It's like a runway to me. How long is it? 8,400 feet, so she's a long runway, so that looks like it over there. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands approach on 134.17, please repeat your request.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, roger.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands approach on 134.17, please repeat your request.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands approach on 134.17, please repeat your request.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands approach on 134.17, please repeat your request.
Yeah, this ain't going well. I got a problem. I swear it cleared me for 2-0. And that runway was 2-7. Setcom 121.905.
Com 1 set to 121.905.
Cranfield Information, Quebec. 1420 Zulu winds are 29 or 1 and 11 knots. Visibility unrestricted. 3,200 broken. Temperature 9.
Setcom 121.905.
Altimeter is
Com 1 set to
299.7.
121.905.
Okay, I was on approach before. I'm on tower now. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is ground, go ahead.
Ground? Setcom 124.005.
Com 1 set to 124.005.
Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is radar control, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good afternoon. Squawk 1200, expect runway 20.
20? That don't make no sense. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 27.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf altimeter 299er7 call turning final for runway 20.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands radar control on 124.0, please repeat your request.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands radar control on 124.0, please repeat your request.
Yeah, this ain't going worth nothing. So pull the power back. That's not 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf call 10 mile final 20, roger. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report field inside or cancel IFR when on the ground.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf on final, runway 27.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf call 10 mile final 20, roger. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report field inside or cancel IFR when on the ground.
Field in sight, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. I don't see another runway here. And this is absolutely 27. Kind of weird. Oh, I may do a full stop landing here. I got a problem with pilot's ATC, so. Oh, I got off the runway here. A taxi back up the taxiway here. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear of the active.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands radar control on 124.0, please repeat your request.
Okay, I'm gonna park right here. Try to figure out what's going on. So, pull the power back to 1,000. So, I'm going to try to get this updated. Try to figure out what's going on here. So for some reason, EGNX. Kind of weird.
EA St. Midlands Information Quebec, 1420 Zulu winds are 271 at 14 knots. Visibility unrestricted. 1800 broken. Temperature 16, dew point 13. Current altimeter is 2997. Arriving and departing runway 27. EA St. Midlands Information Quebec, 4.
Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is radar control, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Request departure on runway 27.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands radar control on 120.12, go ahead.
Radar control Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Request taxi to the active. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, you were garbled. Please say again.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, you were garbled. Please say again.
Say active runway.
Arriving and departing runway 27.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Request taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands radar control on 120.12, please repeat your request.
So I'll go to ground. Ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is ground, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf. Request taxi.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, taxi to runway 20 via taxiways Alpha. Hold short runway 27.
Huh. Really? Am I missing something here? I don't see A runway 20. Let's see. Why, oh, why? Why, oh, why? My pilot's HEC seems quite confused. So I'm going to taxi down to where I landed at. I don't think I was going to do touch and goes here, but it's kind of like, nah, I don't think so. A3. Yeah, because I looked on my charts and I don't see a runway 20, so I have no idea where that would be. And I ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time looking for it. Is this the end? Yep, looks like it is. Well, now that's kind of cool. Are those cooling towers? They sure look that way. Yeah. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf holding short runway 27. Request departure. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request departure. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request departure. Ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is ground, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf holding short runway 27. Request departure.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, you were garbled. Please say again.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request departure. Ground Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is ground, go ahead.
Request departure. Request departure. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request departure. I'm done. You were not clear to take off. Up we go. I'm gonna do one touch and go. Alrighty, pull the power back to 2000. Turn on the downwind. Okay, I'm on the downwind. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 27.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands ground on 121.9er. Please repeat your request.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 27.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 20.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is East Midlands radar control on 124.0. Please repeat your request.
Usually I have pretty good luck with pilot ATC, but every once in a while, it tries to get the best of me. Today's one of them days. So we're just going to do a touch and go. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call 10 mile final 20, roger. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report field inside or cancel IFR when on the ground.
Unless that's what it is, unless it's IFR conditions, it could be. I don't see the beacon kind of telling me that. So, alrighty, we certainly got this runway made. So I put all flaps in, pulled power back. They're lined up here. Peppies are telling me I'm way too high. Or too high, not really way too high, it's too high. So we'll see if we can kind of rectify it. I think I should start seeing a red one pretty quick here. But maybe not. Oh well. Poor execution there. I didn't think it was dropping that fast. Alrighty, on to the next airport. It was disappointing. You kind of plan these and you kind of hope that everything will kind of go okay, but sometimes it doesn't, so just the way it is. So where we gotta go? Gotta turn to a heading of 17. So 17. Oh, looks like I gotta make a right hand. Well, I'll just do a big circle here. Trying to see where I'm at on the runway. Yeah, just past the runway. So I'll get out wide of the runway here and get on a heading of 17. So. Yes, so many things can go wrong. Alrighty, I'm gonna pull the power back. Probably 22 should be okay. Oh well. Actually, oh, it's 17, not 170. Got a little confused. So that's 30, 20, 15. Actually 10. How did that not look right? So 39 miles away. Yep, that's disappointing. No doubt. Oh, where are we going now? EGCN. Oh, Doncaster, Sheffield. Hopefully this one will go better. "21 minutes away." How long have we been doing this? Oh, wow. Setcom 1, 128.775.
Com 1 set to 128.775.
Okay. So that says that's tower, so we'll see. The elevation there is 55 feet, so 1,050, let's say 1,100 feet should be pattern elevation. Yeah, with all the clouds, it's kind of hurting my frames a little bit. Look kind of tall. Like a golf course. So looks like we got 12 minutes to go. So it's going to be interesting what X-Plane brings to the table with their new version. So Austin, the creator of X-Plane, said that he wanted a beta. He wanted people to be able to try it by Flight Sim Expo. So that's the September 24th through the 26th. So that's not too far from now. It will be interesting what they bring. They look a little weird. If I was back home, I'd call them vineyards, but I'm not sure here. Because we got lots of vineyards, and they look kind of like that from about this elevation, so. But I don't think that's what they were. We got roads that go for a while, probably a mile. So I get about 10 miles out, I'm gonna call tower. We'll see what kind of reception I get. We got the tower frequency dialed in. So hopefully it'll all go okay, but you never know. Like a pretty big building over there. Is that what it is? Is that a building or is that something else? It looks odd. Yeah, it's a building. It's pretty big. Frames got a little better, yeah. That was the overcast. It's one thing I have noticed, especially in VR with X-Plane, is if you have pretty solid overcast, it has a pretty dramatic impact on your frames. Because I'm back up around 45 right now, and I can see green in GPU frame time, so that's a lot better. Alrighty. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is tower, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land. I like when I get ignored. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is tower, go ahead.
Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 02.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land runway 02. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land. Gotta love it. Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Tower, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, inbound to land. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, inbound to land. Gotta love it. This was not a good day for Pilot ATC. Sitcom 1 standby 126.225.
Com 1 standby set to 126.225.
Approach Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, inbound to land.
You are 3 nautical miles from Doncaster, Sheffield. Radar service terminated. Contact tower on 128.77. Enjoy.
Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Tower, go ahead.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, inbound to land.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good afternoon. Squawk 1200, altimeter 29er 4, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 02. Call downwind.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 02. Call downwind.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 02.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 02.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 292 at 18 knots, cleared for the option runway 02.
Success! Okay, trying to stay parallel with the runway here. That big long runway. So when I see the end of the runway where the numbers are, and I'll pull my power back a little bit here, hold the yoke so the plane doesn't descend. So the airspeed is dropping, and 1 notch of flaps. So we're trying to get out here, whoops. Trying to get out here a little bit. We're actually looking to be at a 45-degree angle with the runway there. So I keep looking back to judge how far out I am, and that looks about right. So I'll go ahead and turn on base. Put 1 more notch of flaps out. Try not to turn too steep here. The steeper you turn, the more airspeed you tend to lose. So you're just trying to do a gradual turn. Okay, straighten it up here on base. So that runway should be just about a 90-degree angle with you right here. Must be a little bit of a wind here. It seems like it's taking a bit of a time. Maybe I was just too far to the too wide to the airport. I could be. So elevation here is 55 feet. So when I get ready to turn on my final, I want to be about 500 feet above the runway, so 550 or something like that. I seem to be descending a little too much here, so I'm gonna give it just a little bit more power. I kind of slow that down a little bit, and when I turn on final, then I can make my my more final adjustments. So. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 29 or 2 at 18 knots cleared for the option runway 02.
That sounds a little windy. So 29 or 2, so that wind's gonna be off to my right. Yeah, 29 or 2 at, she said 18, so that's gonna be it's gonna be a fun crosswind. Okie doke. We got white pappy, so I'm too high. So last notch of flaps. Reduce the throttle a bit here. Which is a pretty good crosswind. I just about had it figured out, but not quite. So up we go. I thought I had full power, I didn't. Yeah, so I had to like point the nose of the plane. I mean, a lot. So let me look. 29. Pretty sure it was 29. So 29. So that's like almost a direct 18-knot crosswind. The fact I actually landed that is pretty impressive. I don't know if I'm going to do a whole bunch of these. That's a lot of work. And that would explain it. I mean, I could tell, and like I'm getting blown, I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm getting blown this way. I'm not at altitude yet, not at pattern altitude, but I can feel the plane getting blown because the wind is behind me, it's pushing me. So when I turn on base, it's the opposite. So we're certainly at pattern altitude here. Whoops, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. So we'll get her down to 2,000 RPM. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 02.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 02.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 29 or 2 at 18 knots, cleared for the option runway 02.
Yeah. So that's one direct crosswind there. That's funny. Oh boy. And that would explain, when I was coming in on my final, I'm like, what is wrong? And then I realized what it was. So basically you turn the plane, pull the power back a little bit here. So you turn the plane into the wind, and then you use the rudder to straighten the plane up. But you don't really do that until you're pretty close to landing. You don't want to do it too early, but you need to do it. Hello, how are you, Royal? Just having fun doing little crosswind landings in the UK. I have a wind of 292 at 18, so it's almost a direct crosswind of 18 knots. Makes for an interesting flying. How was your day going? So, too high? So, pull the power back a little bit more. No problem. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 29 or 2 at 18 knots, cleared for the option runway 02.
So at the previous airport I was at, I was using same program here, Pilot ATC, and it was not cooperating with me at all. So it's working out a lot better here. The only problem is the weather's way worse. That's okay. So I'm getting just a little bit low. Not too bad yet. We'll see how she goes. So I'm trying to cut this base just a little bit short so I can get in the right position. Got white pappies, so I'm good. And we'll get her lined up here. And then we'll have to start doing the funness. Turn the nose of the plane into the wind. I'm gonna try using I'm not gonna add another notch of flaps. Let's see how that goes. So, feathering the power back. So to keep it going straight down the runway, I've got to turn the airplane. I've got to turn it into the wind. And when I get closer here, I start using some rudder to bring the plane back. 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 Come on, stop, land. Land, please, land. That was perfect. That was perfect. Flaps up? Okay, I'm good. That was perfect. That was a crosswind landing. So you could hear the, so the one wheel, because you're kind of, when you're getting ready to touch down, you got your wing, the wing to the wind is down. So you're trying to have the wind push the plane down. So the wheel closest to the wind touches, and then you let the second wheel touch on your rear wheels, and then you slowly let the nose wheel touch. So that was good. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I used to hate these. I mean, I seriously hated them. Hated them more in real life, but I hated them in the sim. But anymore, it's just like a challenge. Especially this one. This one's strong. So it's pretty cool. I can just feel the plane getting blown. I can just feel that wind behind me just pushing this plane. I can feel the airspeed increasing. It's not gaining a lot of altitude, but it is. I can feel it pushing me away from the airport. It's kind of fun. Okay, get lined up for the downwind here. Okay, I'm on my downwind. Oops. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 02.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 02.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 29 or 2 at 18 knots, cleared for the option runway 02.
Okay. Hey, it's legal. So I'm looking for the end of that runway, and when I see it, when I'm a beam of it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate that. So we're a beam the numbers. So I'm going to pull the power back to probably 1900, and then I'm holding the yoke. And the plan here is for my airspeed to drop, but right now it's not doing it. There it goes. So we put 1 notch of flaps out. So I'm looking for the that runway, and want to be at about a 45-degree angle. Pretty close. I'll go ahead and turn on base. And 1 more notch of flaps. So squaring up on the base here. And because I have a crosswind when I'm going across here, the plane, as it was pushing me away from the airport, the plane is, the wind is pushing me backwards right now. So I'm not going backwards, but it takes a lot longer to do this base leg than if you didn't have any wind. I can just kind of, I've done enough of these that you kind of know, kind of like how long it should take. And 2 things are going on. One is I'm getting blown away from the airport, so I'm further away from the airport. And then when I'm coming back that longer distance, I'm coming against the wind, so it's taking me longer to get there. So, but I'm actually too high, so I can actually pull back the power and start descending a little bit here. Airspeed looks good. So 1800 would probably be okay. So I'm just looking for Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 29 or 2 at 18 knots cleared for the option runway 02.
So when I finish my turn here on final, I should be about 500 feet above the ground. So between here and that runway, I've got to get rid of 500 feet. So one more notch of flaps. And I got a little bit too much power going on here. Just trying to get everything balanced again. So the nose of the plane is pointed to the wind, into the wind. Yeah, I know. That one wasn't as good. I was rushing that one. I don't think I had enough power in. I think I needed a little more power because I was flared. Basically too far above the runway. And then I just kept pulling back on it as opposed to because you got the plane in such a crazy attitude where you've got your aileron turned to the right into the wind, and then you got your rudder pedals countering that, so the plane's just kind of like control-wise a little screwed up. So you don't try to like keep it that way for very long. So, but I actually needed to do that. So, but it's all in learning. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna do a full stop landing here. Yep. Yep, we're doing full stop. I've had enough fun for today. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind, runway 02, full stop landing.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 29 or 2 at 18 knots cleared to land runway 02.
Alrighty, so I don't need to call final because she cleared me to land, so. Alrighty, what we got up to? Yeah, 140 minutes, okay. So that's a little over 2 hours. Let me look at it. Yeah. What's we looking? Oh yeah, we're looking pretty good. Nice to be back in X-Plane. Alrighty, pull back the power a little bit. Pull the yoke. I'm trying not to ascend, but I want the airspeed to go away. So probably back a little bit more. Okay. Alrighty. So we're just looking. I'm gonna turn a little bit early. Another notch of flaps. Okay. Yeah, so I get done. I guess I gotta run over to the grocery store and pick up some stuff. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 292 at 18 knots, cleared to land runway 02.
Okay, let's see if I can do a better job here. So we're certainly too high. I'm at 1800, so I think I'm going to try to keep it there. I will have my hand on the throttle in case I need to get rid of some, but so one more notch of flaps. Definitely too high, so I'm gonna have to pull something out here. You just don't want to come down.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf exit runway when able.
Okay. Awesome. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, cleared the active.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Doncaster Tower on 128.77. Please repeat your request.
Tower Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear the active runway. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, request taxi to general aviation parking.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Charlie.
All you gotta do is find them. Oops. So, where am I? Stop. Zoom in here. So that's Charlie. I'm actually looking for I don't see any little airplanes. Let me go over here. I just don't see little hangars. I see a whole bunch of terminals. I don't see any little airplanes. Maybe over there. Not quite where she told me to go, but that's okay. That's okay. Whoops, come on, get back over there. This is probably for cars. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get over here. I don't want to get too close to the fence. I'm going to take out a wing. Well, there's an airplane. Certainly closer to my kind of airplane than where all the jet bridges were. What kind of plane we got here? Well, it is a prop plane. Hold back. Stop. Alrighty. We'll say it's good enough. Doors are way too big for this airplane, but that's okay. Well, that is okay. Alrighty, we made it. Had some fun crosswind landings. Those are not serious. Okay. Put parking brake on. Come on. All right. So, had quite a bit of fun today. So we're 149 minutes in VR, and I dropped 35 frames. So that's way better on this headset than my HP Reverb G2 using SteamVR. So that's kind of what the whole deal was today. So let me do a couple of things. So right at the end of my stream here. So go to flight config. We'll go here. Just look at my graphics settings. So visual effects is on high, texture quality on high, anti-aliasing a notch up, astro-tropospheric filtering on 2 notches up, world objects on high, reflection detail minimal, resume flight. Whoops. So let's go. Let's go to video settings. So in X-Plane, my resolution being fed to X-Plane is 2900, and I have the super sampling at 76%. So down here, the throttling behavior is on automatic. I'm not sure yet if I should try to play with this or not. Don't know yet. But legacy reprojection's off. All is relevant. Close. So basically what the Vive console is basically given me at 100% on here, it's 3228 by 3228. So I go to desktop. I go over here, settings, display settings. So I'm running this headset on Ultra, and so what I found is if I start up this console, so in other words, when I turn on the link box with this headset, I have nothing here is on, is open. It's all off. And no applications, you know. So I start it up that way. And when I do that, then I can get a pretty reliable, with that setting there, clicked on Ultra, I can get a fairly reliable settings. I can get a fairly reliable number here within 20. So in other words, I can have this number 3328 or 3348. I can have it either way, just kind of depending on starts it up. But when I was doing it before, I would have some applications open, some not, and this number would move around by a couple of hundred. The initial size has a direct input on your frames per second. Very, very, very dramatic. Can be very dramatic, your frames per second. So I've come up with that procedure, and it absolutely seems to work. So go back in the plane, return the game. So I'm good here. So the elevation look about right? Yeah, 55, yeah. Off by maybe 50 feet, not too bad. So I think I'm in pretty good shape here. And so I kind of like did what I wanted to. I really didn't plan on crosswind landings towards the end of my stream, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun trying to, the first one was a little rough. The last one wasn't as good as I could have, but it wasn't too bad. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. And what time is it? 1:19, yeah. We're going over and get some pop and some water and stuff, so. Alrighty. If you enjoyed this content, you can do like what Royal did, click on the follow button. And so when I go live, you'll get a notification that I went live. And I am currently, I stream both Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane. But currently, I am only streaming X-Plane until the next update for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and hopefully some of the issues in VR they get resolved. We'll just have to see how it goes. But haven't quite figured out where I'm flying next. What I have been doing is, if I landed at this airport, I'll take off from this airport and fly to a couple of more airports. So. Not so sure what was going on in the middle airport with pilot JTC. She just was not happy with me. So, but you'll have that. So, just the way it goes. And so I called it a day. I turn off the avionics here. So we'll pull back on the mixture. Plane dies. So I'm going to turn off all this. So let me see if I broke the airplane before I completely get out of it. So let's go here. Here, rep. Let me look at maintenance, because I can't look at maintenance if the plane's running. So let's look here. So did I do anything on the front tire? Nope, I didn't do anything on the struts or the front tire, but some wearing is visible. So when I did a couple of hard landings. So let's see what this one was. So if I put this on pause, so that basically told me, so I have a very good flare, but I was coming down with, in other words, I flared too far above the runway. So minus 346. The flare was good. So I had it pulled back far enough, but the problem was I was probably 40 or 50 feet above the ground when I was doing it. So I'm going to come in kind of hard, and so we'll unpause. So I'll fix this. And let me look here. Okay, we're all good. Cool. All right. Cool. Everything is good. Parking brakes on. Flaps up. Awesome. I called it a day.